Welcome back, everyone. We are, of course, very excited about Cortina, but it's not the only thing we're announcing today on the GUIDEWIRE Cloud. We're also unveiling a game-changing cloud solution that enables insurers to start selling UBI, or usage-based insurance policies, today. You'll hear and see a demo on UBI in the next chapter. But let me tell you why I'm excited about this solution-oriented approach. First, a solution is a packaged set of products and services built on the GUIDEWIRE platform and integrated with key capabilities from our partner ecosystem. Second, it's designed and targeted for speed, so you can capitalize on market trends quickly and deploy a solution like UBI in weeks. And finally, this is just the beginning. We intend to deliver new solutions with each new cloud release, and in the process, help you all innovate faster. I'm pleased to pass the mic to Laura Drabick, who will tell us more about our first solution, which will help you launch end-to-end usage-based insurance in just a few months.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Laura Drabick, Chief Evangelist at GUIDEWIRE, and I'm here to demonstrate how insurers can meet their customers' changing needs with the market's first end-to-end UBI solution that supports the entire insurance lifecycle, from quote to claim, including personalized pay-as-you-drive pricing and automated first notice of loss capabilities that are all kinds of awesome. It's a great way to demonstrate the power of what's possible with the Cortina release of GUIDEWIRE Cloud. The right choice, right now. First, the basics. Usage-based insurance is auto coverage that leverages smartphone telematics to price premiums based on miles traveled and real-time driving behavior. According to Forrester, ownership of UBI policies will jump 50% in 2021, fueled by changing driving habits and growing demand for pricing transparency. Within 3 years, 20% of all auto policies could be UBI. Now let's see how the UBI solution in Cortina allows you to delight your customers with pay-as-you-drive, usage-based insurance fast. Both of the demos you'll see today are powered by InsuranceSuite, integrated with TrueMotion and leveraging Google Dialogflow. Even as the world reopens, we're all still driving a whole lot less. Just ask Captain Charlie. Marooned for the past year, he's Davy Jonesing for adventure, and X marks the spot. With her car collecting leaves and pint-sized pirates, Charlie's mom, Laura, is miffed that she's still paying serious doubloon for insurance. But when she declines renewal, Future State offers her pay-as-you-drive coverage. Before you know it, Mom's off to buy Charlie a parakeet so her little swashbuckler can have an ARG-worthy meeting. Now let's see how it all works. First, Future State contacts Charlie's mom, Laura, 90 days before renewal. With her mobile phone, Laura can review easy-to-understand renewal terms and notices that her premium is set to increase. Since she isn't driving much these days, she declines. But rather than lose her business just because she's driving less, Future State offers her pay-as-you-drive coverage. That's just one model, of course. Insurers can offer UBI up front on any renewal, or use it to attract brand new customers and target new markets. To get started, Charlie's mom downloads a version of the TrueMotion smartphone app that's integrated with GUIDEWIRE and Future State branded. Once she begins driving, the smartphone app collects telematics data on each trip, including kilometers and behavioral-based information. Past trips are also displayed for the consumer. In real time, Policy Center ingests the same telematics data to track and price each trip based on a blended score that includes information like distance, duration, and time of day, along with behavioral elements like hard braking. Since Laura can review her trips at any time on her smartphone, she can gamify her driving to improve her score and lower her rates, and she will. Because with UBI, future state customers save as much as 20% on car insurance, and future state can truly deliver personalized coverage profitably. Like I said, awesome. But the value chain doesn't stop with policy. As I mentioned before, GuideWire's end-to-end UBI solution goes from quote to a really cool claims experience. Let's go back to Charlie and his family to learn more. Pooped out after conquering the 7 seas with his pet parakeet, Blackbeard, Charlie's hankering for a treat. So it's off to the ice cream parlor for Mom, Dad, Charlie. But Charlie brings along a secret companion. Without warning, Blackbeard busts a move that has Dad screaming like a banshee. Before we know it, Dad front-ends a perfectly innocent tree. Talk about shiver me timbers. But watch what happens next. The moment the crash is detected, future state proactively contacts Dad to see if he needs assistance or would like to file a claim. Dad's able to document the damage and upload images directly from the scene, and all relevant telematics data is ingested by ClaimCenter, where a claim is automatically created. In this demo scenario, I specifically created a draft claim to walk you through all the pre-populated fields with critical crash data and contextual information, including date, time, location, weather, road conditions, speed of impact, and more, all pre-filled with 0 manual input required. Insurers can even view the accident scene, all without leaving ClaimCenter. Based on telematics data provided by TrueMotion, ClaimCenter automatically creates a claim file and assigns this low-severity loss to the appropriate adjuster. Dad gets an update from future state, complete with his claim number and the name of his adjuster. Back in ClaimCenter, the adjuster can verify facts of the loss immediately. They can even be virtually transported to the crash scene, and a 360-degree view of the collision site is always at their fingertips. Thanks to automated first notice of loss, the entire claims process moves faster and more cost-effectively. And as far as Dad is concerned, future state took the customer experience to a whole new level. Now, here's why it all matters. Studies show that expediting first notice of loss can help cut the cost of the average auto claim by up to $800. And according to J.D. Power, customers who are happy with the claims process are 80% more likely to renew their policies, contributing to as much as 30% more profitability. What I've just shown you is how everything Mike spoke about comes together in our Cortina release and the concrete capabilities it offers you. Just think, with GuideWire's end-to-end UBI solution, available only in Cortina, you can take advantage of shared cloud services to go faster and remain agile in the face of rapidly changing customer demands. We aren't digitizing a legacy process, we're reinventing it. To dive deeper, I'm going to give the floor to Aubrey, who will show us how GuideWire Cloud makes it possible to implement our UBI solution in just a matter of weeks. Over to you, Aubrey.
Hey, thanks, Laura. So let's stick with Charlie and see how Future State Insurance leveraged GuideWire to help this new family with their telematics insurance. Let's rewind just 12 weeks earlier. The team at Future State decided they could best serve their customers by offering a pay-as-you-go personal auto product. But their critical need was for speed. Future State needed to roll this product out to market in weeks, not months, as the pandemic has shifted driving behaviors abruptly. As a GuideWire customer, Future State Insurance decided to use our UBI solution to build this offering. They spoke with their GuideWire account rep, got to work, and had a product ready to go in just 12 weeks. Now, the question becomes, how did they do it so quickly? And in short, they did it with Insurance Suite on the GuideWire Cloud platform. This allowed Future State to leverage shared services and the productization of IT, as Mike mentioned earlier. We understood at GUIDEWIRE that taking 12 months to implement a UBI product just doesn't work today. So we made investments to allow our customers to leverage the power of the cloud alongside GUIDEWIRE's focused experience on this specific need across the entirety of the policy lifecycle. What's the result? 12 months shifts down to 12 weeks. So here's where I get passionate about this. I've been at GUIDEWIRE for about a decade, and for much of that time, I've actually served as an implementation architect implementing our software across our great customers across the world. And what this means is that many of the components in the UBI solution, I actually used to code them by hand. This productization of IT dramatically reduced project costs and enabled speed that was not available in earlier generations of GUIDEWIRE. Let's look at this a little closer. What Laura showed you is incredibly complex to build and implement, as there are many moving parts. The cloud allows GUIDEWIRE to absorb that complexity and deliver speed and agility to you as a carrier. Laura's Parakeet insurance policy is powered by a scalable, industrialized UBI solution that spans over the entirety of the insurance lifecycle. That's policy, billing, claims, digital, third-party integration, workflow automation, and closed-loop analytics. In addition, this is not just pay-as-you-go. UBI with GUIDEWIRE also includes prepay, discount credit behavioral-based models, and what's more, you have the ability to switch policyholders from traditional billing to UBI via a simple endorsement workflow. GUIDEWIRE pulls this all together, allowing you to swiftly tailor the solution to your specific UBI approach, and then get to the market fast. Here's an overview of the components that make up the UBI solution. There are roughly 7 of them. APD. At the heart of the solution is Advanced Product Designer. We call APD, allowing you to visualize your product right within Policy Center, dramatically reducing development time. IT and business teams get united in one common electronic format that allows you to tailor your product, make new additions, and then rapidly launch that product to market. And as you can see, even the fields for the integrated telematics data are included and fed through the integration framework. The integration framework, the GUIDEWIRE integration framework, enables a truly modern UBI solution. We're not just drawing down on monthly mileage totals. We're bringing in sophisticated usage data like hard braking, speeding, and other factors that measure and ensure a driver's usage of their vehicle. Risk is not only calculated on how much they drive, but on how they drive. Telematics providers. In this case, we're using TrueMotion, but this solution is pre-integrated with other partners, including Cambridge. The framework also supports bring your own provider as an option so that you can leverage relationships you may already have. SurePath. Integration is imperative, but the way it's implemented is critical. GUIDEWIRE SurePath implementation methodology allows you to stand up policy, rating, billing, and claims all at once, and in a way that will work seamlessly for you and for your customers. This includes all of the policy and claims automation that Laura showed you. Jutro. In the age of Amazon, more and more carriers are realizing that the money is in the digital experience. GUIDEWIRE Jutro allows insurers like Future State to auto-generate the baseline digital experience right from the product model we create in APD, and then build them out and customize them using modern tooling. Doc production. We also provide pre-integration to document production, document storage, and e-signature in the GUIDEWIRE UBI solution. the GUIDEWIRE Cloud Console. Finally, the UBI solution is deployed using the GUIDEWIRE Cloud Console, which allows us to deploy the solution in its entirety immediately, and we leverage GUIDEWIRE's cloud infrastructure. There's a lot in this solution, and that's by design. This allows us to absorb the complexity, leverage the cloud, and deliver agility to you. Remember, it's all about speed. All future state insurance needed to do was open up their GUIDEWIRE Cloud Console, click deploy, and get things moving on the project. And just like that, Future State handed Charlie's dad exactly the insurance product he needed and delivered on its promise when that unruly parakeet made it necessary. That's how insurance is supposed to work. Now that we know how GUIDEWIRE's UBI solution helped Future State bring a new product to market in just 12 weeks, let's check in with Julie and find out how closed-loop analytics and autopilot made that automated claim happen. Over to you, Julie.
Thanks, Aubrey, and hello, everyone. So Laura and Aubrey just showed you how Future State made Charlie's parents' lives a little bit easier with pay-as-you-drive insurance and fast digital claims handling. Now I'm going to explain how the company leveraged closed-loop analytics and the UBI solution to make that happen. A few weeks before the infamous parakeet incident, Future State launched a project to improve its claims operations so that it could grow the company more efficiently. And because Future State is a GUIDEWIRE Cloud customer, the team was confident that it had all the right data to accomplish this goal. So what do I mean by all the right data? I mean that with GUIDEWIRE Cloud's data platform, Future State now has near real-time access to data from 4 powerful sources. First, Future State's own core data from Insurance Suite. Second, behavioral data collected from the Science Data Listening Engine. Now, this is hard to find social data that can tell if a small business owner like Charlie's dad uses his restaurant's parking lot for weekend drag racing. Now, thankfully for Future State, this was not the case when they reviewed Charlie's dad's submission for a business owner's policy. Third, valuable third-party data, like telematics data or demographic data. And fourth, aggregated anonymized peer claims data from GUIDEWIRE Compare, which enables insurers to see how well they're doing compared to their industry peers and review the performance of their own claims operations. Now, Compare was the natural place for the Future State team to get granular answers to their big question, which was, are we spending too much time and resources on low-severity claims compared to our peers? Using Compare, they quickly found the answer. It was yes. Future State was taking longer to settle its claims, settling fewer claims in the first 30 days compared to its peers, and spending much too much time on low-severity claims. Once the problem was confirmed, the Future State team knew what the solution was. It was to identify and segment low-severity claims, and then fast-track as many as possible for automated settlement. So at this moment, the data scientist on the team volunteered to create a highly tuned predictive model that could pick up on non-obvious data to better identify auto claims with a low probability of total loss. They could then use this data to segment low-severity claims. The team took him up on it, thinking that he was volunteering for a very long, tough job. But he knew better, because with GUIDEWIRE Predictive Analytics, the process takes mere days, not months. Using predictive analytics, the data scientist selected a pre-built data set for claim severity, then augmented it with data from GUIDEWIRE's claim text mining capability. This enabled him to capture valuable information such as the speed of a vehicle at impact or whether a vehicle is towed. Once satisfied with the model, he simply deployed it to an API so that it could be embedded right within ClaimCenter. Now from here, Future State's claims business team took over. They decided which automatic business rules to apply to route claims and what information would be visible to Future State adjusters. They then hit save, knowing that the very next claim received would be scored with the new predictive modeling solution. What this meant for Future State's claims adjusters is that they instantly became expert analysts because predictive insights were now embedded right in their ClaimCenter workflow, showing them at a glance the severity of a claim so that they could better serve policyholders. The adjusters were very happy, but remember, Future State's claims team wanted to improve operations even further. Their new predictive model had told them that automatic emergency braking was a key factor in determining claim severity. So they turned to GUIDEWIRE Autopilot to collect that information at first notice of loss. Using Autopilot's Claims Intake Designer, they added just one question regarding automatic emergency braking, and they did this, as you've seen here, in seconds. The claims team was now ready to turn all incoming claims over to Autopilot, which would evaluate whether a claim was low severity enough to be processed automatically, or if it should be routed to Claims Center for an adjuster to handle. The future state claims team could monitor the results now in real time via the Autopilot dashboard, and they liked what they saw. More claims handled automatically, delivering efficiency gains and time savings to the company. Autopilot also provided them with financial metrics, which gave them the data they needed to make a decision. Use the power of predictive analytics to identify drivers who would be great candidates for usage-based insurance, and then embed that information into the recommendation engine of Policy Center to generate UBI policy sales. Okay, so let's get back to the present day and the infamous parakeet incident. After the accident, when Charlie's dad, a new future state UBI customer, filled out the short claim intake form on his mobile, his first notice of loss answers, combined with his historical policyholder information, third-party data, and future state segmentation rules, were automatically processed by the predictive analytics initial segmentation model that the claims team built. The result was a very low severity segment score, which flagged Charlie's dad's claim for automation. And that claim, as we saw in Laura's demo, was handled very quickly by the claims automation service. The future state claims team is rightly proud of itself, but they now want to validate the impact of their work. So they close the analytics loop by going back to where the journey began, with Compare. Using Compare, the team evaluates the impact of its claims handling process against its prior performance, and then also against its own peers. The results are fantastic. Future State is now closing low-severity claims faster than ever before and outperforming its peers. Soon, the team expects to see higher customer satisfaction scores as a result as well. What you have just seen is the power of GUIDEWIRE closed-loop analytics, an integral part of GUIDEWIRE Cloud that enables insurers to grow efficiently by leveraging their own data, enriching their insight, embedding intelligence, and learning continuously. You have also seen how Autopilot makes the claims experience fast and easy and ultimately satisfying for policyholders like Charlie's parents. And Laura and Aubrey showed you the magic of our new GUIDEWIRE UBI solution, available only in GUIDEWIRE Cloud. UBI helps insurers to accurately price personalized pay-as-you-drive insurance, accelerate claims processes, and increase profitability and customer satisfaction. So thank you for watching, and please come back after the break. Mike and Diego are going to tell you how GUIDEWIRE Cloud can support insurers' entire books of business.